Di antara beragam modus transportasi yang semakin diminati saat darurat pandemi lalu adalah bersepeda. Salah satunya dengan sepeda listrik atau e-bike.
People are thinking different in ways of transport. They want to choose a transport way that is friendly for the economy, friendly for the environment. And also in the bigger cities, it's more and more tricky to use your car to get a parking spot, right? And people want to have flexibility. They want to take the bike when they want. They have their own schedule. They don't want to be depending on the train or the bus. And you know, it's only a matter of clothing, then you can always ride your e-bike.
Yang membedakan e-bike dari sepeda konvensional adalah mesin bertenaga baterai yang bisa membantu meringankan dari kegiatan mengayuh atau bahkan menggantikan sepenuhnya peran penumpang. Dibandingkan warga negara-negara lain, warga Amerika Serikat relatif tak terlalu berminat bersepeda. Data sensus terbaru misalnya menunjukkan hanya sekitar 1% warga AS bersepeda ke kantor. Ini angka yang jauh lebih rendah dibandingkan angka di Eropa yang sering mencapai double digit. Tapi penjualan e-bike pada 2021 di Amerika akhirnya melampaui penjualan mobil listrik. Menurut pantauan Electric Light Vehicle Association yang juga memperkirakan penjualan e-bike saat itu melampaui $1 juta.
The e-bike market has sort of grown really dramatically and it's changing so fast. I think one of the really interesting things is just how fast the pace of technology development is. Originally what we saw was a lot of kind of Chinese firms coming over with relatively simple things, lots of common motors and parts. But I think what's happened in recent years is that a lot more big kind of tech firms have started getting involved. So, and Bosch is huge in the e-bike motor world.
Faktor infrastruktur menjadi penentu. Kota dengan infrastruktur memadai termasuk jalur sepeda memiliki persentase pekerja yang bersepeda ke tempat kerja lebih tinggi. Di New York misalnya angkanya mendekati 10%.
E-bikes really, what they're about is sort of freedom in a kind of sense. I've sort of seen some people kind of get on one for the first time and you sort of think, what's the point of an e-bike? Shouldn't you just pedal faster? But then you kind of often see this moment where people kind of ride one for the first time and after a couple of seconds it's just like, I get it now. I think what they really do is kind of offer some level of sort of freedom and sort of really make it democratic. So whether that's someone who's kind of, you know, getting old in age and sort of can't cycle up big steep hills, if you've got an e-bike, that becomes super easy.
Seperti halnya mobil listrik, faktor harga masih menghalangi warga membeli e-bike. Tapi di banyak kota besar, kini banyak pilihan untuk berlangganan sewa sepeda listrik untuk jangka pendek dan perjalanan pendek pula. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi dan tim VOA.